All right, y'all. So 2K, they just signed a new major deal, further expanding their partnership with the NBA. 2K, larger than life right now, and it seems like any prospects of competition have been eliminated. We finna get into all the details. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video. Now, we knew this time was gonna come. Back in 2019, NBA 2K signed a 7-year licensing agreement with the NBA and the NBPA to use player likenesses in NBA 2K games. Now, way back in 2019, that licensing agreement cost NBA 2K $1.1 billion. Now, how many other companies do you guys think have that type of money? And I just want to offer a quick sidebar. That new deal in 2019 that was signed between 2K and the NBA, that $1.1 billion was more than double what they had signed in the previous contract back in 2011. Let me help provide some context here, because the way in which licensing agreements work with the NBA is the NBA takes somewhere between 10 to 15% of your company's revenue in order to make this licensing agreement happen. Now, think about the time back in 2019. Microtransactions and recurrent consumer spending, they weren't nearly as prevalent as they are today. And over the last few years, NBA 2K has been breaking sales records. The previous licensing agreement signed in 2019, that was basically just created off of unit sales for 2K. Now that recurrent consumer spending has become such a huge component of Take-Two's revenue, NBA 2K's revenue, I'm sure you guys could only imagine what 10 to 15% of the company's revenue looks like today. In today's world of gaming, we recently found out in a Take-Two earnings report that 78% of Take-Two's revenue comes from recurrent consumer spending, microtransactions, the purchases that you guys make in-game. Now, this could be looked at as a good or bad thing because it's not even necessary anymore for 2K to sell units. This is mainly why on both major platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, NBA 2K25 has been free. As of right now, PlayStation players can download NBA 2K25. They want you guys on their game because they know most of their money comes from in-game purchases. Before we get into the new licensing agreement that NBA 2K just recently signed with the NBA and NBPA, I want to help give you guys perspective on how much microtransactions have grown, how much spending you guys are actually giving to 2K. RCS, it says here, RCS, recurrent consumer spending, rose 14% for the period, which was significantly above our guidance. Now, this is a Take-Two earnings report, and as a whole, with their whole gaming catalog, they grew about 14%. But NBA 2K and NBA 2K players made up about 42% of that 14% growth for the company. NBA 2K players leading the way in spending for Take-Two. Don't you guys think we should get some sort of court-side seats to our favorite NBA teams or something? I mean, we're the ones basically paying for this new licensing agreement that they just signed. But there's a huge difference this year because it's not just a licensing agreement. This new partnership between the NBA and 2K makes Take-Two, the parent company of NBA 2K, larger than life. For this partnership, they ended up creating a whole new company. Let's dive into the details. I'll reference this article from NBA.com. It says NBA, NBPA, and 2K agreed to extend multi-year partnership. In addition, 2K has also agreed to extend its long-standing relationships with the NBA G League and USA Basketball. The article goes on to share the details. It says the National Basketball Association and the Players Association, along with 2K, a wholly owned label of Take-Two Interactive Software, announced they have agreed in principal terms for a new multi-year global partnership expansion. Some other stuff I found interesting is NBA 2K is the top-selling, top-rated NBA video game simulation series that has sold over 150 million units worldwide and has a passionate and vibrant community of millions of active daily players. NBA 2K features more than 75 brand integrations across merchandise and marketing partners, allowing fans to play as their favorite players and wear the latest uniforms, sneakers, and apparel. It goes on to say, as part of the ongoing partnership, the NBA and Take-Two Interactive are also launching NBA Take-Two Media. This is the new company that I was telling you this partnership formed. A modern entertainment company that will bring fans and players together through competitive gaming, social-first content, original programming, and live events. And this company has been created to celebrate basketball's unique role in the culture future. NBA Take-Two Media will produce stories and experiences across gaming, travel, music, fashion, food, and more in partnership with tastemakers, athletes, creators, and fans. The NBA Commissioner, Adam Silver, weighed in on this as well. It says NBA 2K has engaged a new generation of basketball fans in an increasingly digital world. Adam Silver continues on by saying, by expanding our partnership and creating NBA Take-Two Media, we look forward to building on the incredible success of the NBA 2K franchise. The CEO of Take-Two, parent company of NBA 2K, weighed in as well, saying, we are immensely pleased to continue our long-standing, highly successful partnership with the NBA and the Players Association and look forward to building upon the record-setting achievements that we have accomplished together. Strauss Zelnick, he continues on by saying, I would like to thank Adam Silver, Andre Iguodala, and all our partners at the NBA and the Players Association for their continued support and shared vision to empower NBA 2K to become the premier interactive entertainment basketball franchise. We are excited to unveil NBA Take-Two Media and look forward to seeing how it will create an entirely new and multifaceted NBA experience for our communities. Ain't that some? In regards to gameplay, NBA 2K has been delivering over the last few years. I say since the release, in my opinion, since the release of NBA 2K21, they've been delivering a mediocre experience for players. It's also my opinion that gameplay and gameplay development has regressed since the introduction of new-gen consoles. But still, 2K continues to grow, and year after year, they continue to break sales records, giving them room and allowing them to expand their partnership with the NBA, solidifying their future. Now, a lot of players ask me, will NBA Live make a comeback? And I don't think players are aware that the NBA are the ones who stepped in and pretty much served as the pivotal moment in which the NBA Live development team was disbanded. NBA Live, they wanted to drop a free-to-play game for players to serve as some sort of competition for 2K. The NBA stepped in and said you cannot drop a free-to-play game because it's going to affect the sales of NBA 2K, which would in turn affect the payment of this licensing agreement and pretty much any other future partnerships that the NBA had in mind with 2K. Me personally, I would love to celebrate 2K's success and their expansion of the partnership with the NBA, but it's very difficult for me as a player to celebrate their success when I see gameplay and gameplay development take steps backwards. Surely 2K is making a ton more money than when they had signed the licensing agreement back in 2019, but that's mainly because the systems they put in place. Since then, there's been the introduction of seasons, the increase in costs per build, not to mention level skips. I know players out there that purchase level skips all the way to level 40 as soon as the season drops. The NBA 2K franchise was the very first gaming company to increase the cost per unit from $60 to $70. And I imagine NBA 2K26 is gonna cost players $80 to purchase the standard version of the game. The main reason I'm saying that is because Xbox already announced increased pricing on their games up to $80, and Nintendo Switch announced Mario Kart World is gonna be $80 for players. You guys don't think 2K is gonna follow suit and increase their price for NBA 2K26? What I'm getting at is the cost per player is consistently increasing each and every year, but the gameplay is regressing and taking steps backwards. The gameplay mainly seems to be designed around getting players to spend more. And because of this increased pricing and the systems put in place by 2K, major news outlets have reported that NBA 2K, well, one of these titles you guys can see on screen is when video games start to feel like casinos. The New York Times has reported on this stuff, the Washington Post has reported on this, and Vice Magazine has reported on this as well. But neither of these major news outlets have impacted the growth of NBA 2K. And I personally don't knock the efforts and gameplay design of NBA 2K in regards to getting players or putting systems in place in game to get players to spend more, as long as the gameplay is up to par. If the gameplay is good, me personally, I'd be willing to spend money. But the gameplay, in my opinion, for NBA 2K25 is so poorly generated, so poorly developed, that it no longer feels like the 2K I once knew. I'd even go so far as to say, being a basketball simulation, it poorly represents what the NBA is and what the sport of basketball is supposed to look like. But maybe there's some hope in the future. Maybe NBA 2K26 could flip this perspective all the way around. In NBA 2K26, we're supposed to experience the finalization of pro play, so maybe everything will come together. Curious to hear your thoughts about this stuff. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.